So I have 8 trade packages here for LaMelo Ball, and you let me know what you think about the trade. So the first team is a team that's at the top of the East right now. They're the second seed, the Toronto Raptors, making a trade for LaMelo Ball. They would trade Emmanuel Quickley, Garrett Temple, and a future first-round pick for LaMelo Ball.
That's it.
That's
like
it.
massively
I was
undervaluing
about to
LaMelo
say.
here. He's under contract until 2029.
I'm saying if the deal is just IQ,
Dude.
I need 3 first. At
Garrett Temple was a salary filler. That's
Yeah, I
it.
need like 4
That's
of
not
them
yeah,
things.
but 1 first-round pick in IQ for LaMelo is massive. I would have to say 3 first-round picks and a player too.
So you think LaMelo, like if you're the Raptors, do you also feel comfortable giving away 3 first-round picks?
Are they swaps?
Are any protected or no? Or don't protect all of them?
3 first-round picks, maybe they get the least favorable of the, I don't know.
Because I feel
something
like
that.
you still got to remember LaMelo's injury concern. Like that still has to be a high thing.
Because
in the
Emmanuel Quickley's
conversation.
playing well with them. Obviously, LaMelo Ball is a much better
Quickly
player.
is playing well.
I'm good off that
But
6'2" guard.
If I'm Toronto, I would make that trade. Their half-court offense has been really good. I think it gave him better LaMelo. But if I'm Charlotte, there's no way I'm doing that.
If you're Toronto, how many first-round picks are you willing to add in the deal?
I think that's the question right
Because
there.
the basically the package is Emmanuel Quickley and Garrett Temple, and then you attach first to it.
Well, I think
those 2 players get the salary to work.
The bigger question is, if you're Toronto and you look at this deal, you can make this deal. You have to ask yourself this question. We bring in LaMelo with this core. How far can this core get, and what's the ultimate potential of this core? If you believe in your heart that this core in the East can get you at least to a finals, then you make the deal. Or at least the ECF repeatedly and give yourself a chance, you make the deal 100%. You're a team that you're not going to sit here and be like, oh, we should make the finals every year. No, but give yourself a fighting chance every year, you make that deal 100%. But if you don't think this moves the needle a ton, I'd stay clear of it.
Do you think it does for Toronto? What do you think?
What, move the needle to like make them a championship? Like,
Or
At
just
least
they can go far in the Eastern Conference if they have LaMelo with Scotty and Brandon.
I don't know.
Ingram.
It's hard because like you've had teams like Indiana and like Miami one year that it was just a lot of it was predicated off injury for a lot of those runs. I mean, if I'm just strictly going off like the Eastern Conference landscape right now, I mean, I don't know. I mean, LaMelo's never really has LaMelo ever played in the playoffs?
He's played in
He played in the play. He was terrible in that game, right?
He-
the
yeah,
entire
he-
team
yeah,
was
I
horrible.
think he
right?
has the worst
I don't know.
plus minus in the
He
playoffs.
doesn't have
in
like
the play-in.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I get it from the standpoint that he fits the team, like age wise or whatever the case may be, and it's a massive upgrade for a point guard. It would have the package would have to depend on the package. If we're giving away like 2-3 first round picks with Emmanuel Quickley, I mean, I would do it. I mean, I don't know the ceiling. I would say maybe the highest that I could see this team going, maybe like the second round. I think Detroit has a better future. I would say I'd like Miami. I would say I'd like Cleveland Cavaliers with the way they're constructed. The Knicks, like
I'm with you with the Celtics and Pacers out the picture. I can definitely see them win a playoff series with
Yeah,
LaMelo,
for sure.
But they wouldn't be a contender to me.
No.
So now, before we get off the Raptors, just final base of a deal. At first, I mentioned Emmanuel Quickley and Garrett
There's a lot
Temple.
of young talent they could add in that deal.
What if the deal is Emmanuel Quickley
for the Raptors
and RJ Barrett? That's the base of the deal to go to Charlotte.
I mean,
Charlotte's going to be fucking sick.
To me, it's more about the players. Like, I'd want Grady Dick. I'd also want either
Jamal Shedd.
Jacoby Walter, O'Shea Bob.
Yeah.
Actually, young players are kind of rotting on the Raptors bench, not getting a whole lot of burn. And I would say
Jacoby's playing, but O'Shea, has he been hurt recently?
I think he just got out the rotation. He's like 26.
Yeah, I would
Toronto's
take
a
him.
deep team and a lot of young talent. So I feel like you'd have to consolidate 2 or 3 of those young players who are coming off the bench, playing sub 20 minutes per game, and then add in 2 first round picks and a swap at least.
And just tell me yes or no. If you're Toronto, do you want to make a move for LaMelo Ball?
Depends on the price.
Yeah, I would say just off what you read to me, yeah, I would do that all day.
Yeah.
I mean, for that package, it's a no brainer.
Okay. So if it's Jamal Shedd's, no way? Or if you add him in, you still do it?
Jamal Shedd, yeah, it wouldn't make the deal that much different at all.
Even with RJ Barrett, I'd still say yes.
Okay.
I'd still say yes.
And with Charlotte, would you do anything that Toronto would offer?
No.
None of the shit you offered.
Okay.
I don't want RJ Barrett.
Is there anything that exists on the Raptors that you think the Hornets should want?
If I'm Charlotte, if it's not Scotty, which you won't do, Colin Murray Boyles, we can talk ourselves into. But honestly, no. There's nothing enticing for me if I'm Charlotte.
Okay, so next team, it's Miami and Charlotte.
They're always in talks.
The Heat receive LaMelo Ball, and it's a clean swap. The Hornets get the Hornets get Tyler Hero.
You're throwing a shit ton of picks for sure.
Because is Tyler Hero and LaMelo Ball's value kind of equal right now?
Yeah.
Or am I crazy? Because I don't think Miami needs to attach like multiple firsts and a Tyler Hero for LaMelo.
I think the potential of LaMelo is much higher. It's the injury stuff.
Hero's probably the same age as
a little bit older.
LaMelo. Maybe he's
LaMelo's very young.
He should be like 2 years old.
LaMelo's like what, 24 years old?
A year and a half older.
Okay.
So he's 25, turns 26 in 2 months.
How about Tyler Hero's like health? How's his health?
Well, Tyler Hero is more durable than LaMelo.
Well, he hasn't.
Is he someone that's always out?
He gets banged up.
He was an all-star last year. He played.
He played
last year was the first year he played 70 games. Before that was 42, 67,
He's
66, 54, 55. So he's relatively healthy. Playoff time is when he's sometimes not.
If you're the Hornets, you could kind of talk yourself into Tyler Hero.
I think you're right.
I would want a lot more in that deal if I'm Charlotte, because trading LaMelo, it's not just the franchise player, it's also the attention that he brings to the franchise.
That's also true.
Yeah,
I would want 2 first-round picks. Now, if I'm Miami, I think LaMelo would really benefit from playing with Eric Spoelstra. I think his habits, his shot selection, just the way that he kind of approaches the game, I think he would really become a lot more disciplined, and that would benefit him. But I like that move a lot for Miami. I think kind of buying low on a guy like LaMelo so young would be a really good move for them.
I think that's a good move too.
I'm good.
You're good off LaMelo in Miami?
Yeah. No, I'm good. If I'm Charlotte, I'm good.
But if you're Miami, do you like that a lot?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Is this Miami Heat? Are they the best spot for LaMelo Ball?
I think so. The culture, Eric Spoelstra.
I mean, yeah.
I think
you want to
so.
win?
Yeah.
You got
Be surrounded by
LaMelo.
good players, a lot
You
of
got
good
Bam
players.
out there.
There's a lot of winning players over there.
But you got to think, too, Norman Powell's contract's coming up, so you're going to have to pay him a little money, too. He's playing really well
He's
this year. You got a lot of young players, Pierre Larson, Davion Mitchell, Jaime Jaquez,
He's
Nikola
awesome.
Jovic is cool.
Yeah.
Khalil Ware has been playing really good lately. So you got a lot of youth where you can still pair LaMelo with some guys, and you got a couple vets. You know, you got Bam and them boys, Eric Spo, best coach in basketball. So I think Miami's a good spot.
That's a perfect
I mean,
spot.
sheesh, bro. LaMelo, Bam, Wiggins, Khalil Ware, Norman Powell. I mean, that's a really good freaking team. That's a really good freaking team. That's my
Their
favorite
bench
spot.
would be fire too, because then that would be obviously Davion Mitchell's going to the bench. You got Davion, Jaquez off the bench. That's tough.
Like LaMelo more
like
Miami than Toronto.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Miami right now, like we're just like consciously ranking them right now. Miami's number 1, Toronto is number 2, and then we'll see who else we get. Memphis and Charlotte, it's a clean swap. Ja goes to Charlotte. LaMelo goes to Memphis.
Player for the other injured player.
Trade the 2
I feel like
disgruntled
you gotta
stars.
pick a side and say like which player is more value and add a couple
I
of
just
picks
like this
on one
for
side
both
or the other.
franchises.
Well, LaMelo's. I think the Grizzlies would have to maybe add something else to Ja to get LaMelo. But then again, I don't know if I'd do it.
If they're going to trade Ja, it's not going to be for a player that's like, it's going to be for younger players that have potential. Not to say LaMelo doesn't, but LaMelo's nearing his potential and stuff like that. And he's also a little bit more established.
It's tough to say because of the injuries, and also it just feels like he's plateaued. Like his production has plateaued in Charlotte because he could benefit from a change of scenery.
Yeah,
I feel like he hasn't really reached the full surface of his potential.
For sure.
And like, I think it's kind of crazy. He's been in the league for over 5 years now, and he just turned 24 too.
If this news drops tomorrow, they were traded for each other. Who wins the trade?
Obviously, Memphis. Excuse me.
Neither.
I don't like this trade for either.
You're getting a much better asset, and I think we haven't had this John Moran conversation,
anything,
but
bro.
this feels like his last year in Memphis.
Maybe. I mean, they got to extend him next year. Be honest, they got to extend him next year. So
What are
Doesn't
they
Ja
if they
want
extend
out,
John Moran?
Huh?
What are they if they
Ja
extend
don't want
Ja?
out?
I mean, what are they if they bring in LaMelo?
Ja has been kind of disgruntled on the court.
Long term.
To do
hell
what?
No, I wouldn't do that.
You're getting younger. You're getting a player to me I think is going to age a lot better over the next 4 or 5 years, and you're setting yourself up better
That's
for
a
your
good take
future.
right there.
Yeah, if he plays, yes.
That's a good
John
take.
Morant's also
That's
not
what I'm saying.
exactly
Like,
the model
no,
durability.
but that's my point. That's like you're trading like a bad durability player for a bad durability player.
Yeah.
And like it defeats the player. And then what do you do with Jaren? You have to move Jaren at that point.
I can understand that.
And Jaren may be easier to move, but he's at $40 to $45 million. He cannot rebound, and he's kind of plateaued too.
The $40 million sounds crazy, but that's the going rate for a player at that caliber.
Not that can't rebound.
I mean, we just saw Miles Turner sign a very lucrative deal. He's not necessarily a high-level rebounder.
He's cooking with these examples.
What's he gets paid? 25?
25. Yeah.
That's 20 less.
Yeah, that's
15
OD.
less.
15
That's 20 less.
It's
That's
almost
the
like
Bucks.
That's OD.
Yeah, but like I'm also factoring the fact that they're also waiving Dame, so it's like
I mean, if you told me,
okay.
if you told me Jaren was going to get that from Milwaukee. That makes fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes sense. But
To me,
like,
the Miles Turner investment's almost like $50 million over the next 2 years each year.
well, I mean, Jaren's 140.
So your whole point is that you think that if they trade Ja, they need to trade Jaren as well.
Yes. I
Okay.
think you need to get rid of the whole thing.
That's understandable.
Okay. You think that, I mean, if you have LaMelo, would you still keep Jaren though?
To do what?
I don't know.
With all due respect. I watch Jaren. To do what?
Is his defense still not good though?
His defense is awesome when he's not fouling. He's a grown man. He still can't figure that part out.
Yeah, no, he has plateaued, but no, I
Great
think
player. Awesome player. Like, if he went to Miami,
Oh, Jaren and Bam?
dude. If he went to even Sacramento, unless Sabonis played a 5.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Like, it's just like
Jaren could fit.
yeah,
in a lot of
Jaren
places.
has a good portable skill. It's just the fact that he can't play the 5. You know, his passing is still pretty bad. You know, he's a kind of a one-dimensional scorer. He can't set screens still. Like, he's still not a good
That's
roller.
important.
Yeah, and as a big man, you can't do. As a big man, there's 3 important things. Well, 2 that you need to be able to do: rebound the ball and screen. Kevon
I say
Looney.
protecting the rim is the most important.
No,
though.
I'm just saying 2 important things you need to do: protecting the rim, of course. Like, Kevon Looney made a career of just screening really well and rebounding. Jaren can't do 2 of those things. Like
Jaren
and
Jackson.
it's not like he's 6'11", 7'6" wingspan, so he has the size for it.
I mean, Steve Kerr called him out for it, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, like, shit, Steven Adams still in the league.
Yeah, he's gotten wake-up calls for it. I don't think he's
He
going to
plays.
improve
He plays
that.
pretty. It's a pretty game.
Yeah, but Memphis and Hornets, that was the other one. Do you like this more than the Toronto one?
No.
No, this is the one.
I really didn't like the Toronto one, so I'd say I like this a little bit more.
Okay.
Well, I don't like the Toronto trade. I like the destination.
Okay, so destination-wise, we're ranking them. Miami 1, Toronto 2. Memphis is now number 3.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. The Clippers.
That might go too.
So the Clippers get LaMelo Ball, and the Hornets receive John Collins, Bogdan Bogdanovic, and 2 first-round picks. They have 2 tradable first-round picks. I think they have a 2031 and a 2031 one as well.
Jesus Christ.
So, I mean, they might only be able to trade one of those, but those are the 2 players that make the salary work. There's always a world where maybe James Harden could be the one in the deal.
James ain't going to
And
Charlotte,
maybe
man.
James Harden gets to go to a 3rd team, because I think that makes a lot of sense for James Harden, because I don't think he makes sense in Charlotte.
Yeah.
So there's a pathway here for the players. The 2 players could change into James Harden, and that would land the Hornets a little bit more assets if they don't want to take on John Collins and, Bogdanovic, who they're both kind of, aging. So
I like this destination. I mean, it's tough, though, because the Clippers are just so old. There's very little young talent to pair up with LaMelo long term. I would say among these trade offers, though, I feel like this is the least realistic without, like, pushing buttons for him to force his way to Los Angeles. Just because the fact, like, you don't have those younger assets the way that a team like the Raptors or Heat would.
Man, listen. The Clippers are fucked.
Yeah.
It's
It's
like,
not a great spot.
yeah, oh
Not
my
a good
God.
spot.
I mean, look, I said it before, like, LaMelo in LA, maybe not the Lakers, but with the Clippers, it's still box office, it's still
Yeah.
dope. It's actually the perfect superstar I feel like
Yeah.
they need,
Oh,
perfect young superstar. I just don't know how they do it. Like, I'll be honest, like, this sounds pretty, like, this sounds like a steal for the Clippers, but I don't know how they do it with no young players to send to Charlotte, no real draft picks until 2031, and they already don't have their picks right now. So they're playing a dangerous game. They already asked. So now you're playing a dangerous game. With the Clippers, you don't need to do anything right now, but just hope and pray you can get somewhat into the play-in and potentially 8th seed so that, pick doesn't look like a top 5 pick.
And the one thing that they do have going for them is that James Harden is playing at an awesome level right now.
That's really it.
His longevity is super underrated.
They don't even know when Kawhi's coming back. Like, they have no idea.
And when Kawhi was playing, they're 3-3.
And then Bradley Beal gets
And then
done for
Bradley
the
Beal.
He
season.
was garbage.
This was like the worst case scenario for
Chris
the
Paul
Clippers.
I had high
DNPs.
expectations for the Clippers this year, and
forgot he's
within a
on the
month, I
team.
realized that
He's
this
a
team
vet now.
they feel like the Commanders in the NFL. We
They're
have
the
Derrick
Clippers.
Jones Jr. go out for 6-8 weeks,
Yep.
out into the new year. Bradley Beal's out for the year. Brooke Lopez looks dumb. You don't have another point guard after Harden that can really step in. And unfortunately, of course, Kawhi not healthy again.
So just as a destination, are we ranking the Clippers at
It's
the
last
second
right
best
now.
I
spot?
like this second most.
Like
Really?
just
Oh,
from
like-
a play
It's just such
style
a-
perspective,
yes,
situation
yes.
perspective.
It's a lower bar, though. I
That's
feel like
fair.
the Heat I love, and the rest of them I feel like
Okay.
right about.
So 1 is the Heat, 2 is the Clippers, 3 is Toronto, and 4 is Memphis. So let's go to the other big market. That's Brooklyn. The Nets get LaMelo Ball. They pair him up with Nicholas Claxton and Michael Porter Jr.
And the top 3 pick.
And Mr. Cam Thomas might be
Yo, no
there
troll.
too.
If they get one of these top 3 guys, I wouldn't hate them going to get LaMelo.
I agree with you.
Darren Peterson, LaMelo B.
My goodness.
God.
LaMelo
Okay.
and anyone. Like, I genuinely wouldn't be mad because now you have your kind of 2 parallel stars where you have your 24-year-old still trying to get to that adult stage of his NBA career. And then you have a young stud that's going to come in and probably be your primary, whether it's AJ or Darren. So now LaMelo can just be that point guard. You keep bringing in talent. I don't hate it at all. I actually love it. I don't know what you did last year in that weird-ass draft, but you have a chance to redeem yourself. Honestly, send them all. I'd send all 5 of them. Yo, LaMelo and all 5 of them. I swear to God.
So for the Hornets, they would receive Yegor Demon.
Yeah.
The draft pick the Nets just had.
Facts.
Terrence Mann is
Yeah.
somebody that makes he would make the contract work, even though the Nets have a lot of cap
Do they
space.
want Nolan Trior too? They can have him too.
He's dumb. Man.
Get it rolling. Like,
So
want Ben
just
Sarah?
any combination of these young players, and maybe Cam Thomas
with
is
respect,
dealt.
he can go too.
And then the Nets, you would trade. These are the picks they would trade because they have a lot of picks in the treasure chest. Not as much as like an OKC or San Antonio, but they have their fair share of assets. The 2027 Knicks first round pick, the 2028 76ers first round pick, which is top 8 protected, and the 2029 Knicks first round pick. So they can give up to 3 first round picks that aren't theirs, that are from other teams to go get LaMelo Ball with maybe Yegor Jemin, some other assets, and they could make this happen, and they wouldn't deplete themselves of picks. They would still own their picks that they have.
Important.
Yeah.
It's tough, though, because those picks, a lot can happen in 4 years. I mean, we saw like the Celtics between 1 year can be a completely different team. But all those picks, the Knicks and the Sixers, they aren't going to be highly coveted picks.
No.
So that's the tough thing for Brooklyn.
That's
And like you said,
that's definitely the game.
Sean
where you
Marks
take.
not consolidating those picks was wild. At the time, I thought it was notable. It was going to package them. And looking back now, it looks extremely worse.
Do you like the Nets destination? Is this like
Yeah.
overtaking the
I'm not gonna
Clippers?
lie. At first, I didn't, but hearing what these 2 guys said, if we can somehow land a top 3 pick, I would definitely be all for it. We would solve the point guard situation. LaMelo.
You could still be terrible and not land it.
Look,
You could
I'm
even be
not
That's
gonna
why I would
lie.
make the
I'm
move
even-
after
I don't even know how
the
crazy-
one draft day.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was about to
draft
say. I was about to say, if there's a
By the way,
possibility
you
that
have
we
2
make
wins
that
and
trade,
Your other win was against the Wizards.
if there's a way that we make that trade, I wouldn't even be mine with LaMelo sitting out the whole season, bro. Like, I'm not trying to win any games, bro.
I'm screaming at that.
I'm not trying to win any games,
He's
bro.
liable to do that.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to.
It could
win.
happen
Nah,
naturally.
word up. I'm not trying to win any games. I think that would be the best case scenario. I think the assets that you were talking about, the Knicks picks or whatever, I feel like those aren't really like those are valuable, but they're not like anything that I would lose sleep over as a fan. So I mean, I guess if we could get that top 3 pick, bro, Darren
Yeah.
Peterson or any one of them, AJ.
Depending on how that draft
gonna lie,
goes,
it's
I
tough.
like this one personally.
Yeah.
I do.
So you like
this
this
one.
over Miami?
I do.
It's tough.
Just for the new vibe. Just for like Brooklyn getting back on the map. You have LaMelo there. He's paired with another young stud. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that would be tough.
Obviously,
I'm not gonna
Miami, you
lie.
got that old veteran, blah blah blah.
And maybe this is a modern day them trading for Stephon Marbury. They did it in the past. Maybe this is their version of in the modern day.
Shout out to Starberry, man.
Okay, so the next one is him going to Minnesota. So the Timberwolves receive LaMelo Ball. The Hornets receive Naz Reid, Mike Conley, and Rob Dillingham.
Crying. So Naz Reid.
How many picks?
The first. So
We just gotta assume it's gonna be a good amount.
I will tell you guys, I've revealed some of these trade packages on Twitter. The fans of some of these teams, like, they were like, "Oh man, the Timberwolves are giving up too much in this instance." I'm just like, who do you guys
You're
think?
attached to your role player.
Who do you guys think LaMelo Ball is?
You're giving them one good player. No troll.
Somebody was like, Mike Conley is never a throw
I'll
in.
say
I'm like,
this.
at this point, yeah.
Mike Conley's a good vet, good person to keep around. I understand the attachment. I do. But at the same time, it's LaMelo. I mean, maybe if you
gotta
could
be
dangle in
realistic.
somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Like, do they have anybody else they can dangle in other than Mike Conley?
If it's not Mike Conley and Rob Dillingham, it is Naz Reid and Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah, nah, it's quiet.
So it's
Mike,
basically the Rando package.
Mike could go. With all due
If
respect
I'm
to Mike.
Charlotte, I want Terrence Shannon and a first and a swap.
Or I should say it's basically the cat package minus Randall.
If I'm Minnesota, I'm saying okay. Like, all right, with all due respect to Terrence Shannon, for sure.
I mean, they need a point guard desperately. Like, I still believe in Rob Dillingham. I think that him sitting the entire year last year really hurt his development.
Yeah,
I think he needed freedom. You know, I think he needed to be like Bub Carrington. He needed to go to a bad situation where he can just play 30 minutes and learn the NBA game.
Yo, Bub is nuts.
Yeah.
Bub is like, I don't want to talk about. I don't want to be rude. Bub's game is nuts. He's shooting.
He's playing really bad.
Like, I think he's shooting like an elite rate from the mid range.
But
and then everywhere else, like
his rookie year gave you some like confidence. Though we'll see. There's still a long.
Washington hasn't. The funny thing about Washington is they're bad. But they have like SARS playing great this year. Keyshawn George. Like they have 2 or 3 players. Is like, all right.
How about your boy
the
Koulibaly?
veterans have fallen off. I think that's a big part.
Yeah,
of it.
they're gone too.
Yeah.
Like so, it's like
Chris Middleton is cooked.
And McCollum is
cooked.
Yeah, I feel like that would do wonders, like just for like the market and just the fan. If like LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards backcourt, bro,
That'd be fire.
That would be like every urban kid's favorite team, bro. Like it would do wonders for that. Like literally, like
that would be so cool.
That would be ridiculous, bro.
Is it number 1 right now? Is it over Miami and is it over the Nets?
I say. I would only say under Brooklyn because I feel like Brooklyn needs to keep their stars.
Yo, let me ask you something though. So if the trade does happen, my fault. If the trade does happen, like let's just say he goes to Minnesota. You think Minnesota becomes like are they like a tier 1 contender in the West?
I don't know about tier 1 because you still got to see how LaMelo changes his style. But
you make that trade for that.
You
though,
make
right?
that trade for sure.
It gives
you
them
just
such a
believe
higher
in the potential.
ceiling.
Yeah, for sure.
For the ceiling, right?
And you just ride it out. Like now you have a star paired next to Ant-Man.
How old is Ant-Man?
I mean, Ant is 23.
Oh my goodness! And then LaMelo's what, 24?
He might be LaMelo's age.
Yeah,
so they're both 24 years old.
I could double check.
Is Ant 24, 22, 24? Yeah, he might be one of those. Yes.
Nah,
I love that though because it's a perfect infrastructure.
24?
Surrounding LaMelo with that
24.
much defensive person.
They both have the same month too.
I think that'd be,
That's
and also
insane,
the rim
bro.
protection too.
Think about it, and with how Julius Randle's playing. I mean, you have Randle, LaMelo, Anthony Edwards. You still have Gobert, Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah,
LaMelo
same birthday month, so they both turned 20.
That literally they'd be upgrading the weakest position on the team.
Because LaMelo has the size too to fit with what they want to do. Like maybe he plays even better defense now, 6'7".
I mean, he got Rudy.
They would have a lengthy lineup that I think would disrupt teams.
D'Lo when Chris Finch came in, D'Lo kind of took on this role as like a quarterback in the defense, if you will.
Yeah.
And it wasn't to say he was a great defender, but it made him useful in a way that he wasn't in the past.
It made him useful. It did though, nah.
Bro, there's reports that his teammates are complaining about his like defensive habits right now.
It's awful.
No, but yeah, Minnesota, it would be awesome. So are we putting this number 1?
I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, it's 2.
Next up,
I like Brooklyn, man.
Oh, word. Okay.
yeah, he loves the top 3 pick potential.
Yeah, you need some star power. I want to keep it in the East, man. Next
one is the Suns and the Hornets making a deal. I have 2 more. This is the second to last one. The Hornets received Jalen Green and Ryan Dunn.
Damn, Jalen getting traded again. Yeah,
there's a Suns fan. There's Suns fans that are telling me this is awful. No way. We can't trade Ryan Dunn.
I don't think, even if they get, I think with the Suns, Ryan Dunn saving is nuts. Even with the Suns, I still think that Phoenix is like a year or 2 away. I still think they still need some moves on that roster they need to be made. But it would be dope as hell, nonetheless.
I like this move for the Suns, obviously. If I'm Charlotte, I'd hang up the phone immediately.
Colin Knuckle, Jalen Green, and Brandon Miller.
That shit is hilarious.
Jalen Green had a good debut for the Suns, but like, let's relax a little bit.
He got hurt.
Yeah, he did. He did get hurt. But like, when I think that he'll be pretty solid on the Suns. I think there's still some potential with Jalen Green, but I just think from a positional standpoint, it just doesn't make sense for Charlotte when they already have 3 guards basically. Knuckle is like a small forward, but he's really like a guard.
It's a hybrid.
Yeah, he's a hybrid. You have Brandon Miller, Knuckle, and Jalen Green. It doesn't make any sense for them, honestly. But Ryan Dunn will be a good defender that they could add to the team for sure. But this was all right to me. And then the last one is between Portland and Charlotte. The Blazers receive LaMelo Ball, obviously, and the Hornets receive Scoot Henderson, Rob Williams, and Matisse Thybulle.
I want way more than that.
I try to ask for Kamara if I can, or Sharp.
So we're just out on Scoot. Like, we don't think he's going to be.
I think this is dope for Scoot.
Yeah,
I do, because you go to Charlotte,
where he always was destined to be.
You kind of get the and you fill a point guard.
You're gonna start right away.
You fill a point guard need, like, and plus over here in Portland, you have Dame, who's gonna get a lot of burn next year. Drew Holiday is still there. He's starting at the point guard spot. He's probably not gonna be the starter. So you bring in LaMelo turns to a starter, but then what do you do with Dame? We'll figure that out. He'll probably come off the bench, but that's fire for Portland, I think. I think they need that type of young star. They're still waiting on that. Denny, he's going to be most improved this year. He's been playing really well. Kamara's kind of a gem that they found. He's young. You know, they still have Klingon and Yon, and they have Shaden Sharp, but LaMelo's that real legit young superstar that fits with the timeline.
He's their best scorer.
Same age. Yeah.
Like, he goes into there, becomes their, like, best half-court creator.
Yeah,
you know, Denny Avdija has been, like, otherworldly.
Yes,
but LaMelo becomes, like, another consistent offensive option.
Yep. What these packages have told me is that LaMelo Ball is very undervalued right now.
For sure.
Yeah.
He's a player that I think we've seen in the past what his upside is, but I don't think he's truly reached that at a consistent rate. And if he went to a new situation, we would see him blossom. And if I'm Charlotte in this scenario, I want one of those blue chip young players, Shane Sharp, even if he's not a great fit, just from a value element. And then I'm going to want at least 2 or 3 first round picks. I'm not getting a whole lot of young talent.
So all that being said, like, there's a lot of teams and suitors out there for LaMelo Ball.
Decent amount.
There can be.
Yeah.
Like, there's a couple situations that we are thinking about and we're saying, yeah, that sounds really good. You know, if LaMelo, because it's really all about his potential. And I think that we all have some sort of belief that maybe he'll start to get healthier throughout his career and he can blossom into the player that we think he is, because the talent is not what's in question. It's about the situation, getting the proper coaching, being around the right talent.
That's honestly, to me, the biggest part of it.
You know, because can I imagine LaMelo Ball leading a team deep in the playoffs with his type of, like, rare shot making? I can envision that with him. He has that sort of ceiling to me. So number one, is it the Heat still, or has Minnesota overtaken it?
I like Minnesota better.
So just ranking these top 8 spots real quick.
We can put Minnesota 1.
Number 1, Minnesota. Number 2, Miami. Number 3, Brooklyn. Or are we putting Portland in
Portland
here?
3.
Portland's going to be in that top half, yeah.
Portland 3. Number 4 is Brooklyn. Number 5 is the Suns or the Clippers?
I'd have the Clippers 5, Raptors 6. And the last 2 teams, I have the Suns and someone else. They'd be the last 2.
Yep.
The last one, it feels like it's like the Memphis one.
Oh,
that feels like the
Memphis
worst
7.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we said them.
I'd have the Suns. I like the fit in Phoenix. I like them getting a point guard of his caliber. I just don't love it ideally.